All right. Good morning. This is Jennifer Bagley with CI Web Group, and today is a 12-step roadmap. And today we're calling this the website workout. I'm excited to be able to spend time with you today. I know each one of your time is valuable. We've got lots of different people attending, some existing clients, some are new. We have someone attending from Bulgaria. So I'm very excited that you guys are here with us today and you're taking the time out. Website workout is all about getting work done. So we're going to take 4 weeks of website workout classes. We just got done with a 10-week training on search engine optimization, and now we're going to take a break from training and we're actually going to get work done. So today we've got a couple volunteers that have volunteered their websites to have as the primary focus for today's work. If you're interested in having your website, if you have a WordPress and you're interested in having your website worked on by myself on one of our website workout trainings, then please feel free to go to 12-Step Roadmap, contact us, and let us know that you would like us to use your site, and we will put you on the list and get you scheduled in for a website workout class. So over the last 10 weeks, we've really focused on search engine optimization, web design, and today we're going to put that work to use. And so we're going to go through a couple different websites. The first website we're going to start with is from one of our existing customers who has not launched yet, but we're getting excited. We're very, very close to launching her website. We have Christy Rush. Christy, are you on the line with us today?
I am.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for volunteering. Did they have to twist your arm?
No. I'm excited.
All right. I love it. I love it. So you're on a subdomain right now because your website's still in production, but you're getting ready to launch. So I have not spent much time on this outside of doing our normal team meetings and websites reviews. So this will be good for us to go through the site, evaluate where you're at, what you have going on, and what are some of the things that we can do to get you set up properly for launch. Okay. Everyone's going to have different things they need to do depending on where they're at in the production. You are not on an SEO plan yet, so this is a good opportunity for us to knock out some stuff and get you prepped for that.
Okay.
All right. First and foremost, from a design standpoint, no complaints. Of course, we did it, but you guys.
Looks good.
I don't be too arrogant there, but you guys, this is great. You've got great call to actions in the top. It's easy for people to search your site. Instantly, they know where you're located at. You guys are an HVAC company serving Greenwood, South Carolina, and surrounding areas. That's perfect. They can connect easily with you on social media sites. I love the design of your guys' sliders. That makes it really easy to get an idea, and they each have a call to action in it, which is great. So you guys are really designed and set up for conversions, which is awesome. Next, you've got a good overview here. Essentially, on your homepage of your website, you really want to be able to lead people through a story. So if you think about it, you're going to have two different kind of individuals that are coming to your site. You're going to have somebody who was referred to your website, or they have a business card, or they see your guys' website address on one of your guys' trucks or installation vehicles, and they're going to go directly to your URL. And when they get there, they're landing on your homepage. So a homepage has to tell a story and in a matter of seconds be able to allow somebody to know they're at the right place, that they're at the right location. You guys service their area. This is what you do. So you really have made it easy for people to identify with what do you do, where do you do it, and how do they get in touch with you. And that's awesome. Next, you've got your newsletter. So you've got some very interactive things. Your newsletter sign up, your mobile app download. That's fantastic. Social media feeds. Now, I will tell you this. It is possible when you're on an SEO plan, one of the things that the guys are going to do is they're going to evaluate your website for performance. As your website grows and starts to get ranked for different key phrases. This is possible. They may come back and they may recommend that we redesign, and we wouldn't charge you for it, but we redesign this section of your site. Sometimes a Twitter feed and a Facebook feed for a popular site or a site that's performing well, they can hurt the site speed performance. And so if that ever becomes an issue, they'll see that in their reports that they analyze, which are more defensive reports. And it's one of the things is we're constantly looking at the site and figuring out what are the things that are helping us, what are the things that are hurting us. And so this is good right up front because we're trying to build engagement, build your social media network and so forth, but it's possible they come back and recommend that we remove this section. And if they remove this section, they may recommend that we create another content area on the homepage, maybe like an About Us area that focuses on your primary services. So they've got some other optimization content for the homepage. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. But for now, you're good to go. Latest blog feed, that's great. Another dynamic. So if somebody comes here and they're more of an analytical person, they have the ability to jump into your social media sites. If they're a fence sitter, they can read additional blog posts. The other thing I love is you guys have your brands listed. There are consumers, and I know you know best, that are going to have specific brands they're interested in working with. And so making that easy for them to see that you guys specialize in a nice set of different brands from Mitsubishi to Goodman and so forth is great.
Great.
Footer, perfect. Contact us. All your contact information is here. That's great. This is, all of these are touch. So if somebody pulls it up on the site, let me just check your header. So one thing that we may want to change right now, this is an image. Actually, let's do that. I cannot do that myself. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to CI Web Group. And let me show you how to request this change. This is something you can do as soon as you get off the call. Right here where you see Help Desk. I want you to put in a request that says change the phone number at the top to be text. And what will happen is if somebody Googles your website and they find it, I don't even want them to go to your site. I want them to see that phone number and instantly click on it from their phone and it to dial. If it's an image, it's not going to do that. So I would like our design team, or actually our help desk team will take care of changing this to text instead of an image.
Okay.
And I'll help you with that ticket.
Okay.
Let's see here. Each one of your social media sites are linked. Great. So that's perfect. All right, let's jump into pages. So we have heating installation, heating system repair, heating tips, heating FAQ, duct sealing, and thermostats. Let's focus on heating because that's your from a seasonal standpoint, my guess is you're right around the corner from this being your primary. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to pick the first one, heating installation, and I am going to edit page. All right, so a few things. We have the page title, which is heating. We also have a permalink, which is /heating as well. I'm going to go ahead and keep that like it is for now. But what I don't see is I don't see anything that says heating front loaded in the very front of the text. So what I'm going to recommend we do is first, and what I'll do is I'm going to give you an example, but I'm not going to hit save. So this is something you can do. You want to front load this key phrase in the very beginning, and you want to front load it with your locations. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see here. I'm going to shrink this down. I'm going to open up a copy of the front end of your site so I can sit them side by side. And over here, what I would want to see is something to this effect: HVAC heating system installation and repair in South Carolina, green. So I want to see something like this, and if you like it, then I'll hit save and we'll keep it. I'm also going to go down to the very bottom of the post at the end, and I'm going to add that exact same piece of text, but I'm going to say, if you are in need of your heating system installation or repair, South Carolina, eight six four 229-9117. So we want to have that text built into here. I'm going to grab this section, and I'm also going to go down to meta description. Now notice, do you see that this section right here changed? So the other thing is right here, it says just heating and rush. You've got a lot more text that we can include in here. Let's see here. Let me just check this real quick. We've got an installation, we've got a repair page. So what I'm going to recommend we do is change this to heating installation and repair. And we're going to come down here, heating installation and repair. So now we've got this inside the header. We've got it in the description. We'll say and repair. This link right here, this is exactly what's going to show up on Google. So notice we had more room there. If it's ever too long, it's going to tell you that that title's too long. But I really want to use this full section up here that's going to show up on Google. Now what I don't like is I don't like that we don't have the same thing in here. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to grab heating installation and repair, edit this, make your full URL, heating installation and repair. Let me get rid of the second heating. I'm going to say okay. Now what's going to happen is it's going to change this entire menu item. So I'm going to show you how to keep the menu as heating. However, we'll have the entire URL description and so forth. Are you okay with me updating this?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So let's go ahead and hit update for now. And I want you to watch. It's going to technically break this link right here. See what it did? Heating installation and repair.
Right.
So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go under heating. I'm going to open up menus in a new tab. And I'm going to hard code the menu to just say heating. And I'll do that right here. Change that to heating, save menu. So the benefit is you've got a full URL that says heating installation and repair. If I click on this link, I have the entire link, everything. You've got a great, great title. You've got your locations and you have heating installation and repair front loaded in the header, plus you have it again down here with the call to action with your phone number. So you're going to get much better results from this page like that.
And we're doing this to improve our visibility on the internet?
Yeah, this is definitely for search. So I know Folks is next. They're coming on in just a little while. Let me pull up the Folks. They've been with us for probably, I want to say about 4 months, 5 months. These are the key phrases. So they started off with 5 key phrases. We picked 5 pages that we optimized on page and off page. So part of it is labeling the page, making sure that your URL is labeled correctly, your header is labeled correctly, your content is correct. You've done a great job with having a good amount of content on the page. So part of it is on-page optimization. And then secondly, once we finish the on-page optimization, you want an off-page optimization team to get started. And they're backlinking, adding comments, they're referencing that page. So you see with Folks here, each one of these pages is specifically designed for a key phrase optimization. So this one is specifically designed for us going after ductless heating systems. This is residential cooling. So every page has a job. And then if you do it right, on page and off page, then all of these are page 1, position 1, all the way down to here, couple page 2s. We lost 1 position on here in the last 7 days, but we gained positions on some of these new ones. So every kind of month, they pick out another couple key phrases, add them to the plan, and then that's what we work on.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, so let's go back in. We're going to go back to your pages, and we're going to go view page on here. And we're going to move to the next one, and we're going to do the exact same thing. So next, we're going to go down heating installation. Now, from a location standpoint, do you guys get most business from South Carolina or Greenwood?
Greenwood is our primary area. That's where we are.
All right. So we don't have anything that says where you're located on here. So we're going to go back in, and this one we're going to play with a little bit different. I want to show you. And the cool part is when you get good at this, you have the ability to pick a key phrase, create the content, optimize the phrase on page, add it to a off-page optimization, and in a matter of weeks, depending on the difficultiness of the key phrase, you can quickly get that to the first page of Google. So like last week, our training was Advanced SEO Review. That was the title of our article. It was the title of our training. It was the title of our video. So in 1 week, for this key phrase with 666,000 pages, this page is now on page 1 of Google in position 2.
Okay.
So if you do it right and you focus on the right things, you absolutely have the ability to move your site in front of eyeballs, people that'll call.
As your default browser. If you do, then it'll screw up Internet Explorer.
Let me mute 1 second. I'm going to mute a few people because I hear talking. All right, let's see here. So heating installation. Now let's go, this one we're going to do this a little different. We're going to make this a geo-based, and you can change this. We can modify this. So let's go Greenwood. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to change the physical URL of this page. And we're going to do the same thing. But here we're going to say heating installation company serving the Greenwood, South Okay, now, so I also want to see how many times we're using the word heating installation in the text, because I'm a little worried we may not be. So we have, let's see here. So I'm actually going to create a subtitle here. And I'm going to drop this right here, and I'm going to use the, let me increase this. I'm going to use a heading 2 for this. Gas furnaces. So I'll tell you this, one of the things you're going to want to consider, you don't have to do this now, you want to prioritize. So obviously going into the heating system, when people are looking for furnace installation, furnace repair, furnace replacement, that's a very different search than somebody looking for heating. So what I would actually recommend is creating one page, this solely being for heating installation. And then what I would do is I would create one page for each one of these. So technically I would take this, add a new page, and then when you want to focus on electric furnaces, you've got a page designated for that. Let's see here. Gas furnaces, same thing. So we're going to move over here. I'm going to make this gas furnaces. I'm going to save this as a draft, and I'm going to save this one as a draft. Okay. Now you would want to use that at least 5 times, your focus key phrase. So what you may say for your electronic furnaces is you'd say, electronic furnaces, what are the benefits? electronic, and this would be a title. So you'd want to add text underneath this. The next one, we would say electronic furnaces, types and brands, for example. Electronic furnaces, maintenance. Oops. And same thing with the bottom one. This one may be what to avoid. So this is a great page for electronic furnaces. Or excuse me, electric. I keep saying electronic. Okay. So I'm going to turn this into a draft. And actually, I'll just put it as pending review. And that way you've got that in the back office. Same thing with gas furnaces. So very easily, we can take this exact same section. And this is a fast way to get this done. Type this here, take gas. Actually, we'll just grab this one, paste. Okay, it doesn't like that. Same thing. And I'm going to save this as a draft as well. So you'll have these two. So for now, it's okay to focus and have these here. However, I would switch that over and make heating different than just furnaces. Same thing. Do you guys do boilers or any of that?
We do a lot of heat pumps in this area. So
Okay.
should we make one for heat pumps?
Absolutely. So the next one would be heat pumps. We'll go ahead and get that ready.
And are these going to show up then on the drop-down menu? These are just different pages. They'll fall under the heating?
Yep, you would drop these under the heating menu.
Okay.
Now for duct sealing, this one you may want to create a section. So right now this is titled Mitsubishi. Is that a requirement for Mitsubishi for you to have one page on the top level? Okay.
And I need to look at that because they have certain requirements. We may need to make some changes before that goes live on that.
Okay. And we've definitely faced that. What they've let us do in the past is they've let us create that page that says ductless, and then they allow you to create different pages underneath that.
Okay.
So you can definitely check with them. But if you do, then you can have ductless installation, ductless heating, ductless air conditioning, duct cleaning, and so forth. So you could move everything under this navigation. That would free you up some room over here.
But that stuff really doesn't have anything to do with the ductless heating. Like, you don't want to talk about duct sealing because you're not putting any ductwork in a ductless system. So I don't know if we need to put that stuff somewhere else, but it has nothing to do, like duct
I bet I would put it right here. I would drop it over maintenance. Duct repair and duct sealing.
Gotcha.
Actually, and if you're okay, I can drag that over now.
Sure, that's fine.
All right, let's move this. So I'm going to put heating up first. The other thing you guys can do if you have a seasonal business is you can rearrange your menu very easily, just drag and drop. So when heating is important, you can switch over and make heating the first one next year, or you can switch it over and you can drag and drop these like this. Same thing if you're doing a big promotion.
Gotcha.
All right, so I'm going to do that. I'll refresh this page and you'll see, let's see here. Let me refresh. So now you have, under maintenance, you have heating, AC, duct, and duct repair. Okay, now maintenance. This technically would be considered a junk page. I don't want to forget about the one we're working on over here, so I'll come back to this one too. But this one just threw me off because the word maintenance has no value on Google. However, if we edit this page and we take advantage of HVAC maintenance and service, now we're going to have a page that has some value. So I'm going to add this here, change the menu structure. Now let me go ahead and first I'm going to start by updating this page. And then I'm going to go over to menu. Since this is going to be a live page, I'm going to refresh the menu page. And Let's check maintenance. Okay, it hasn't updated yet. Let me update this. Refresh the menu page. It's thinking, it's thinking, it's thinking. Actually, you know what? They may have already done that. They already did. They already changed the label on here. So you're good on this one. HVAC maintenance and service. Then I'm going to take this title. I'm going to drop it right at the top because you want to front load that title. We're going to turn this into a heading 2, which has more value. Let me preview changes on this to see what's going on with the, okay, you're good. I don't like that at all. Okay, let me take this out. And I'm going to find another place to drop this. Let me preview this page again, see what it looks like without it. Okay, so we just need to fix this anyway. So I'm going to take this, right align it, and I'm going to move this down to about here. Preview. And I'm going to put in a ticket and tell them to fix the page because I don't like that at all. Okay, so I'm going to take this, I'm going to put in a note on this one and just, I'm going to have them design this page and change the optimization. This needs to be totally focused on HVAC maintenance and service.
Okay.
So I'm going to put this in pending review so I know to go back and look at that one. All right.
Okay.
We're going to come back here. This one, we're changing to heating Greenwood. I'm taking this entire section. I'm going to drop it into the footer here again. And I'm going to say, tell me the number again.
864-229-9117.
All right, I'm going to grab this. I'm only going to pull this. So what you don't want to do inside your descriptions, you don't need junk text. So if it has no value, like if you need help with, you want to pull that out. You want it to make sense. However, and I'm going to grab these, and I'm just going to separate these and see how much room. So we're 3 over. I'm going to get rid of rush and say us. And we're 1 over. So I'm going to
abbreviate South Carolina, just make it SC? Or is that not?
since we're focused on Greenwood on that, I'll do that for this one, but then we'll need to make one that's focused on just South Carolina. Actually, I'll see if this fits here. Okay, great, great, great. All right, so I'm going to update this one, and you'll see this is what it's going to look like on your, when somebody's doing a search for it. So much better. All right. Back to site. So I need to switch over to the next site, but let me go through and kind of give you some ideas. This one, I want to fix the menu because I don't want it to say Greenwood on the menu. So I'm going to go back here and see what we've got. Let me just hit save. I'm going to go back to menus. heating installation, heating maintenance, AC, duct, maintenance page looks good. Okay. All right, very good. Now, let me go through here. So I would like to, let me handpick what we would want to do as the next section. So heating installation looks good. Heating system repair is good. Heating tips, really heating tips is a blog category, not a page. Heating tips, no one's going to go Google for heating tips, but what they will Google for is home heating effects on humidity or something like that. How do you seal up your home for energy efficiency? What kind of regular system maintenance? So the challenge with pages like this, heating tips, and your FAQ page is the phrase that we're optimizing for is heating tips, and that's not something people look for. So technically what we would want to do, and this will be my, I'll kind of wrap up with this one. Let's see here, is we would want to go into posts. We would want to, let me go check out your categories first. So here we have heating. We've got ductless, we've got cooling, we have AC. That's good. Let me also add indoor air quality. Okay, now, so your post, what you would actually want to do, I'm going to go add new, add new, add new, add new. Now you do not want duplicate content, so this would need to be fixed first. Let me get out of here. Stay on this page, save draft. So what you'd want to do is we'll go in here and, for example, this would be a post. But let's see here. I would say seal, and then you would go boom, how to. So you want to front load it, and this would go under, we don't have one right here, so I would say energy efficiency, and I'll add this category.
What about like home performance might be a better title, just because that's sort of something we're hearing a lot about is home performance.
Okay.
It is something that, you know, I don't, as our industry promotes that, that may be something that is more searched.
Okay, so I'm going to actually pick these two as well, heating and AC. And and blog, the category blog. So this is not totally set up perfectly because it's not enough content. There's only 84 words to this, so you definitely want to add more content. But for now, we can only grab tags from the actual text of the content. So let's see here. So I would definitely, I'll say insulation. Now, little things like HVAC system, support the one, remember you're going to seal up any air maybe will escape. Okay, so and then I can take HVAC system and I can make that a tag as well. I'm going to save this one as a draft, and you effectively want to do the exact same thing. Take this one, add new post. Oops. So we would say okay, I would add recommendations. Same thing. Let me save draft on this one. Programmable thermostats, exactly the same thing. Save draft. And then
You're creating a whole other page for these things.
Well, these are posts. So a page is going to be a static For example, let me go here. Yes, I can leave there. So a page is a static page, about static page, heating, all of these are static pages. Anything that's dynamic, all of your FAQs, all of your tips should technically be moved under blog. So if somebody clicks on blog, you would have categories. Your categories are right here. So the benefit to a blog post is you have a longer, you can have a longer URL, and people can comment on it, they can share it, they can like it, plus it has the ability to be saved using tags and categories. So the category is air conditioning, or the category is ductless, and so forth. So you'd want to have, and actually these are your service pages. So another change actually that I would do, I'll put in a ticket for you, or actually I'll have Kathy put in a ticket for you. On your blog, what I want to see over here, I don't want to see our services. I can see it, but it needs to be scheduled or moved down. I need a section up here that says blog categories, and that way all those categories we just created are going to display on the side. If somebody clicks on the category called heating, then it's going to pull up all the blogs that have been tagged with that category, heating. So you have two benefits to a blog that you don't have for a page, and that's tags and categories, and all the social media sharing and so forth.
Okay.
So anything that's dynamic. Also anything that may be a question. Something if somebody's Googling a specific question. So actually they did this right. So this is perfect. They created a category called FAQs, and every one of your FAQs is its own post. So you don't have to do anything with this. This is perfect.
Okay.
So so what you don't want is a page that says FAQs. You want every single post to pull up its own individual URL. So is an electronic furnace better than a gas furnace? I just said electronic again. That's my new name for it. I think it's because I'm a nerd and all I deal with is electronics. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I think you're good for now. There's plenty of stuff we can do, but everything is about prioritization. There's 9,000 things you could do on this site. The main thing is let's concentrate on just the heating section, and let's get each one of the pages that's designed for heating set up properly to optimize for heating installation, heating repair, heating maintenance, heating systems, heating, did I say replacement? Those are your primaries. That's what people are looking for. And then anything related to furnaces needs to have its own page. If I was in your shoes, that's the only thing I would concentrate on. Everything else would be on the back burner, because you technically need, the average SEO company is going to say that you need 6 months for SEO. With us in the HVAC environment specifically, we need about 30 days to be able to get a particular page to rank in the top 3, top 4 pages.
Okay.
About 60 days to get them in the top 1 position 1 through 3.
Okay.
Okay.
So what is it exactly I need to be doing? And I hate to sound stupid, but you've gone through this. You're very efficient at it. I am not going to be.
So do this. Watch the next training that we do with folks real quick. Next week, we're going to do this again. Kathy's available to help as well. And then, of course, when you get your site live and you guys get moving on an SEO program, that's going to help as well, because we'll be able to knock this out together. We'll pick a page, pick a phrase, and focus just on that. Watch the results and keep doing that. The great part is, I'm sure Linda and Dustin are with folks will tell you, once you pick a phrase and it gets to page 1, position 1, all of a sudden great things happen. That's when your phone rings. So,
okay.
All right.
Very
awesome.
Good.
You're awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to switch over to Folks Heating and Air, which is a live site. Hang on. And Christy, I'm going to put you on mute. Linda, I'm going to bring you back on. Linda, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. I'm sorry if there's a lot of background noise. Should I call in?
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
All right, let's knock this out. So you guys are perfect example. Let's see here.
Where the air comes out.
Let me open this up. All right, so let's go through your site. So great thing with you guys are following the plan perfectly. Handpicking a set of key phrases, creating the right kind of content. We're going through the on-page optimization, off-page optimization. So your ranks are shown here. I believe the newest phrases you guys add were all related to ductless, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and those were all added on 9/25 to, what's the date today?
I'll take it.
I don't know.
I'm gonna write down a check.
9:30?
Go ahead, I got all day.
So we've got good news for you. Ductless AC system for Rappinger Falls. You guys are in position 5, page 1. Ductless heating system, page 1, position 4. Ductless heating system again, page 1, position 2 for Rappinger. Ductless AC system for Langreville. I can never say.
Grangeville.
Yeah, that too. Grangeville. I get to do this on a live webinar though when I can't spell or can't pronounce one of the. Okay. So ductless, you guys are page 1, position 1. So everything you wanted to do on ductless is either page 1 or page 2 and moving. So let's go through that. Is awesome. Those pages are working perfect. I saw your backlinking program. Those are perfect, and they've already got those content spun and up on the new CI HVAC site as well. So that's awesome. All right, let's go through. So for you guys, you started with primarily focused on oil to gas. Talk to me about the progress in that.
Breakdowns.
For the oil to gas conversions,
Yep.
I know we spoke about it last week. I haven't gotten too much further on what we worked on, unfortunately.
You're good. You're good. Okay. Let's see here. You guys are moving into heating system as well, boiler and burner. Are you doing anything related to furnaces or no?
Well, as far as the website's concerned right now?
I mean, as far as services, you guys do furnace tune-ups.
Oh, yeah. No, we're definitely, I misunderstood you, Jen. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, for oil to gas conversion, we're definitely heavy on that right now. We have a postcard out. So we're definitely looking forward to getting a lot more business for the oil to gas. We're kind of pushing that a lot right now.
Okay, awesome. And for furnaces, the only phrases that we have focusing right now are furnace tune-ups. Do you have any other things related to furnace as far as phrases you want people to? Are you doing furnace installation, furnace replacement?
Sure. Yeah, we're doing installs. We do repair. We do maintenance, service. Okay. All things related. And it's definitely our season now.
Okay. So what you'll notice is the pages that we've done together that we've pulled exactly the page. So our oil to gas conversions, they're all page 1, position 1. Our ductless heating, which those pages and ductless AC, we made those pages like a week or 2 ago. Those are performing well. What we're missing is definitely the furnace pages.
Okay.
And we don't have any key phrases focused on indoor air quality at the moment. Let me check on this page. Okay, so there's a few things you can do. You're going to want to be able to grow this thing. So what's going to happen as you continue to add key phrases, those phrases right now, the way the site is organized, would all fall under services, and you're going to wind up with a really long list. I don't know if I like that.
Okay.
What I think I'd prefer to do, and would be a good quick change that we could make while we're here, is we have manufacturers. I'd like to move our work under the About Us section, and let's switch services and turn this into, we could actually do the same thing with reviews. Let me check your homepage. I believe you guys have a reviews on your commercial. So you have your testimonials at the top, and you have them at the bottom. Okay, so that's good. So I think we could get away with moving reviews under About Us, moving our work under About Us, and what that would open us up to do is, instead of having this page titled services, we could have one that's AC, one that's heating. And
even under manufacturers, Jen, I mean, we don't really, like it says manufacturers, but we're not really mentioning manufacturers there. We're mentioning it within the text, but I mean, maybe that could even change.
Yeah, you definitely, because right now we're calling it manufacturers, but you're right. We're not focused on product lines. So that's something you could do as well, because I know people are some people are product specific. And the way this is set up is actually not good for SEO. So we have manufacturer and then we have cooling. What we need to have is one page per line. So you have one for Linux, you have one for Mitsubishi. Now, are you guys selling right now Goodman, Amana, or Daikin?
Not really. Mostly Linux, Mitsubishi is kind of where we're focusing a lot right now.
All right. Let's see here. Let me flip this over.
And we have Heil also. I mean, that's...
Okay. So what I'm going to do is let's do a little bit of rearranging if you're okay with that. Are you cool with me rearranging your menu a little bit?
Of course. Yeah, everything else has worked, so of course we are.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see here. So what I'd like to do, the first thing I'm going to do is I want to create 2 header pages. I want one to be for heating and one to be for AC. And then we've got kind of other services. Boiler and burner, would you put that under heating?
Yes.
Okay. And then we can switch, we can move ductless, one under each. Where would you put oil to gas conversions? Would it fall under heating or air, or is that separate?
Yeah, heating for sure. I mean, you could have it separate too, but it would definitely fall into heating.
Okay. All right. So let's see here. I knew. Get rid of that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to say heating. I'm going to make this as a dummy page for now. So we're doing this on a live site, but you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. We're going to go add. We're going to add this. We're going to do AC. I'm going to publish these 2 pages. I'm going to come back over here to your menu, refresh. My most recent is going to pull up AC and heating. I'm going to add these 2 to the menu. Next, I'm going to drag our work. I'm going to move over here. I'm going to move testimonials here. And we also have reviews, which I'm going to slide under about us. Okay, and then I'm going to move AC and heating up. I'm going to put heating first because of the time of the year. We're going to move oil to gas conversions under heating, ductless heating system, residential heating. We're going to move ductless AC, residential cooling, boiler to burner is under heating, central AC maintenance is going to be under AC. Indoor air quality almost is a separate one.
Yeah.
This one, I'm going to, let's do this. We're going to drop this under its own. I'm going to take services and I'm going to put it under heating for now because I just saw something that said boiler. I'm going to move indoor air quality here. Let me see how I'm doing on space. I'm going to get rid of us, so I'm just going to use about. Let me save this menu, and let's go look and see what it looks like. Nice. Okay. What do you think?
Okay. Yeah, I think it looks good. I'm wondering, I'd have to check with Dustin, but I mean, I don't even know if he would need the whole indoor air quality as a complete separate tab there.
Yeah. Would you? What about putting it under heating and under AC? Would you do that?
Yeah, I think that might be better. I don't really think it needs its own tab.
All right. So the cool part is you can take the same menu, indoor air quality. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to drop it here, and I can take one and drop it under AC, and I can take the same one, and drop it under heating.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay, let's update that. And refresh. All right, you're good. And we have some more room to grow, so not bad, not bad. Okay, so I have a ticket for you, which I don't want to, it'll take me too long to make these changes here, but I want to see under our solutions, I think we need to add oil to gas conversions, get rid of the word service. So it would be heating, air conditioning, ductless, oil to gas conversions, emergency, indoor air quality.
Yeah, but I think we definitely need to still say we're doing service somewhere along, not just emergency service, but regular service.
You can put it right here with this one and switch these two around.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
So you could even have this say heating, air conditioning, ductless, oil to gas conversions, indoor air quality, get rid of the number 6 and then have it be like pipes. So it would say service, maintenance, emergency service, repairs.
Okay.
Right above that. Or you could do it at the very top, right above it. So those are two options, but I think that would be better. And then I'd like each one of these linked to its corresponding page. That way you've got good interior links, like these. Okay, so let's see here. What can we do in 8 minutes? Manufacturer. So let me jump in here, and I'm going to go in for pages. I want to add, I'm going to get these ready for you just like I did the last ones we worked on.
Yeah.
All right, so this one we are going to reliable line of cool products. So you need one for Linux HVAC systems. Boom, set this up. This is a page. We want this in here. Focus phrase is going to be here. That draft is saving. Okay, next, instead of Linux, we're going to do same thing. Your URL's there. I want it in the description. We'll come back and re-optimize those. We'll save draft. Next one. Mitsubishi. So remember for your text, it's Mitsubishi Systems hyphen the advantages, the types, things to avoid, installation recommendations, whatever. It's something after it. So keep the head title and then hyphen, and each one of these needs to be an H2 because that's your primary heading. Just like this. And you'll do the same thing with each one and drop your text right underneath it.
Okay.
Okay, save draft. And those are your primaries?
Those are them, yep.
Okay. Yeah, and you could use either a blog, so you have a couple different options. I think my recommendation would be for your blog, let's create one category by brand. And then individual products that you want to promote, you can post to that particular brand category.
Okay.
And that would be more for blogging. Right now, you guys, from a priority standpoint, I would rather see us stay 100% on target, editing every single page and making every page perfect on the site before you guys get into any major blogging anyway.
Yeah, that's what I've been working on the last few days, just going in and tweaking pages and adding things.
Perfect. Yeah, you'll have plenty of people that'll tell you content is king and blog, blog, blog. Nope.
Take care.
Okay, perfect. So you've got your 3 categories set up. So you do have things on here that would be good blog posts. For example, I just found one of them. Once we get all the brand pages done, then I would switch over and start looking at the individual products. I have like 6,000 too many pages open right now. Okay, so these are all saved. If you go into pages and you click on drafts, that's where you're going to see all of the pages that we just got done editing.
Okay.
Okay, and all you're going to do is work on each one of the pages that's in draft. All right, let's see here. So your focused areas, let me just move back here. Your focus areas, let me open this up. Definitely we need to have under the heating section, you need a boiler installation. You need a furnace tune-up, furnace installation, furnace repair. Same thing with, well, you've got boiler and burner repair. So I would do, and if you want to separate those, they're going to, well, tell me this. When somebody's boiler / and burner is broke or needs fixing, do both of them always need fixing at one time? And does the customer know what needs fixed?
No, I mean, the only thing usually the customer would call us for would be maintenance, annual maintenance. And then if, when we get out there, if we see there's a repair to be made. But no, most times they, they'll call us just saying they have no heat or something like that. They're not knowing specifically what the purpose of the phone call is.
Okay. So we need to definitely create a boiler maintenance section. And so they don't refer to it as burner?
No, not really. I mean, we do a boiler, burner, furnace. I mean, our company is called, with burner service, but most people don't call it burner. They call it boiler or furnace.
All right, then stick with what the customer knows. So,
okay.
Even though you guys are the technical experts, you can educate them when they're in your house, but let's stick with exactly what the consumers are looking for, even if it's wrong. So,
right, and I think that's the case because they do use the wrong terminology.
Yep, just do what they do. So, it's no different in our business. We're technically a web development company that also does design. But the only thing people look for is website design. So we concentrate on every individual category of website design, and you want to do the same thing. It's just concentrate on what that customer wants.
Okay.
Or what they know. And as limited as it may be, that's the best case scenario. Okay, so that's your next one is each one of the heating, that's perfect. Air conditioning, let's skip it and come back to it. You want to do that around, I would say January, February. We need to switch gears and start focusing on all the AC related things.
Okay.
So usually it's going to be in the dead of winter. You're going to want to start working on your opposite season. Manufacturers, as you get each one of those pages done, you know the drill. Just shoot us a link. Tell us that it's done. We'll at least get the on-page optimization done and get them in the menu for you.
Okay.
And then let me just double check FAQs. So right now we don't have anything posted under FAQ. I'm going to take that out of the menu until that's done, and you don't need to focus on that yet. So let's see here. So we'll keep it under blog. I'm going to remove this just because I don't want any blank pages on here. Hit
okay.
Save. Now, we did create 2 pages that are technically blank. That's the one that's heating in the top level and also the one that says AC in the top level. So these would be the very next 2 pages that we need to get at least a little bit of content on there to start. And you want this to be only about heating company located in the Hudson Valley. And if you want to throw out a bunch of locations, you could use this as a HVAC heating company throw out your locations and just have this be a generic page focused just on that because you've got your sub pages that are already page 1 rankings. We just need to have this real clear if somebody clicks on that top one.
Okay.
Okay. I just saw something else. So notice on this interior page, you know what? That's my bad. Let me, I can fix that. So when I added this page, I added heating and AC. I did not tag it to fall under the parent page called services. Because I didn't tag it to fall under the parent page called services, it does not have the same styling and design as that page has. So that's my bad, but you're going to wind up doing the same thing, I'm sure. So I'm going to go back to heating, and I'm going to edit that particular page. I'm going to do the same thing with AC, and I need to put the parent page in here. Let me close some stuff down. So anytime you notice that the design is different, it's just simply that. It's having the page not structured under the right, it's called a custom page type. So let's see here, AC, let me see if I can do this here. So see where it says, this is the page I just created for AC, and it says main page, no parent?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do that under services. And that's going to give it a different design. And I'm going to do the same thing with the page called heating. And it's right here, quick edit. Drop that under services, update that. And we'll want to optimize those two pages as well as soon as we get done. Actually, that's perfect. So until we fix the content on those two pages, those two will just be top level navigation.
Okay.
All right, Miss Lady. It is right past the hour. I appreciate you and Christy from Rush, everyone at Folks Heating. Dustin, please tell him thank you so much for attending and letting us use your website as a guinea pig.
Oh, thank you for helping.
You guys are awesome. There is never going to be a time when there is not work to do, period.
We'll never be done. We know this.
We're never going to be done. So I love you guys are very, very good at constantly being creative, staying on top of your strategy meetings with us, setting a set of short, reasonable goals to achieve, knocking those out, and then adding the next one. I love how you work. It's very smart as a business owner. And so you'll see the results from that in your business overall. Thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate you. Christy, I'm going to unmute you as well. Christy, baby, let's get this website live. It's time.
Okay.
You guys are fantastic and awesome to work with. Thank you so much. And next week, we're going to do the same thing. This is called Website Workout. I'm Jennifer Bagley with CI Web Group, and this is a 12-step roadmap program. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next week.